Hi dreamers! Welcome back to another video. So I'm glad you're here today because I have exciting news. We are launching an online artist academy. We are picking subjects and things that are not as easily available or haven't been really done that much online that artists do struggle with. Things like content creation and social media growth, things like business management, admin tasks, and mental health, and also even improving your style or growing your style. All of these things, if they sound interesting to you, I highly recommend you check out menaceacademy.io, which is currently live. I, along with 3 other friends of mine, are making this academy to kind of help artists out. We want it to be a hub for artists to learn, to grow, and to create more wonderful art that the world desperately needs. If you're still with me, I'm going to break down all of the different tasks for the 4 people that are involved with this, and let's look at what you could expect from Menace Academy. First up, we've got Liz Helps Artists. Liz is kind of the forerunner of this. Liz is what kind of brought all of us together. She had this dream, this vision of having arts education, and resources and general knowledge to get your work out there more readily available. But she has since grown this, and it's amazing what she's done. She helps artists grow their social media account, grow their content so that it is reaching more people, which means your art is reaching more people. Her packages involve art account audits. They help you grow as an artist online, and I highly recommend you check her out. Next, we've got Curly with Griot Goods. She's amazing as well. She honestly is the most positive person I have ever met, and I've done a lot of mental health stuff, but she is so positive. She has drastically changed my own way that I talk about myself and my art and the way I kind of just go about different difficult tasks. She's helped improve my own mental health dramatically. If you want to improve your mental health, which us artists, we struggle with mental health, especially because we're in our heads and in our emotions a lot with what we make. So if you want to help your mental health, if you want to even do something more specific like admin tasks, like how to collect email lists, things like that, I recommend you check out Rio Goods or Curly and her packages. But maybe instead you actually specifically struggle with the business side of art. Well, we've got Professor Steven with us. Professor Steven is also an amazing content creator. He helps artists, and he actually teaches at a college to help artists understand business, because that is something that we don't understand. I definitely don't understand. I'm going to be taking his class. And he provides insight and information and resources so that you can understand business as an artist, as a creative, and your work, your career can grow. So he's wonderful with his packages that we're still fleshing out. We're still fleshing out all of these packages, but things are in the works. Lastly, we get to myself. I'm Taylor Jakeway. I make art that makes you feel, and I have been told a lot that my work is realistic. And I've grown that ability, that style, to the point that it is through dedication and over 15 plus years of professional work, getting into galleries, doing grants, all of that stuff. Let's talk about what my packages have and how you might benefit from them. Essentially, I will be able to take your work. I need at least like 5 images of your work that you're proud of, kind of analyze your style and break things down to talk about your strengths and talk about some of your weaknesses. And my biggest plan is going to have a kind of lesson plan, essentially, for up to 3 months of being able to grow your style as an artist. If any of these things are interesting to you, definitely check out menaceacademy.io, because again, it is live now, which is so exciting, and let's grow together, right? So let's kind of give a sample of how I would break down somebody's artwork and critique it, because people get really scared with the idea of critique. They think that they're just going to be, torn apart. And in a way you are. I am really into psychology and art, and so I know way too much about why people do the things they do and what it says about them. But don't let that scare you. I promise. I'm nice. At least I think I'm nice. But really, all it is just kind of analyzing what you have, analyzing the facts of what is there. If you are just starting as an artist and you don't have that much work, take some time to kind of figure out what you want to do before approaching this package. This is for artists that want to improve their skill, improve their concept work, composition, what have you. You can kind of make it your own adventure in a way. Pretty much what we're going to look at with that is I'm going to take those examples of your work Analyze what I am seeing you're really good at. This, I can see you're interested in this subject. This is a reoccurring theme. Use this composition over and over again. Are you aware of that? Things like that to kind of help you become more aware of your own work, because when we're just making stuff, we can kind of have blinders on, right? And so it can be hard to see what we're doing or how we're doing it, and we can fall into bad habits. A great example of this is my own work. Back in 2011 and even 2020, with my big series collection of surreal works, I really didn't think about the environments in which my subjects existed. And so a lot of my artwork from those times have kind of generic backgrounds that don't really add any weight to the work itself. But since then, I have grown to create more complex backgrounds, environments, and settings in which my subjects exist, which creates more believability, which creates more relatability, and ultimately gives the sense of this is maybe a scene from a dream or a scene from a movie or a scene from a book. And that is where my kind of niche and my skill really comes out and shines. And so I am a better artist now than I ever was back then. And that's normal. It's normal to grow and change and to always seek growth and change. And hopefully with one of my packages, this will help you to grow and change. Because at the end of the day, it's not a competition. We're all out here making art and doing our best. And menaceacademy.io is here to help you grow and improve yourself as an artist so we can continue to make amazing work and fill this crazy, scary world with more beauty, interest, and intellect. If that all sounds like a wonderful dream, I encourage you guys to dream with us and join Menace Academy, or at the very least, follow along on all our social medias. We will help you with whatever we can, or at the very least, share our amazing artwork along the way. Bye-bye, dreamers!